What's up guys, it's Roger, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're playing some Soulstone Survivors, a game that you probably haven't seen me play for quite a while because I haven't played it for quite a while. I mean, I was really into this series, doing this game every single day, even moved it to the main channel for a while, but then I just kind of quit out on it because it wasn't quite worth it to do it every day, and it was hard to keep that schedule up. But we're back here today. I'm going to be playing with the Necromancer here, using one of his newest weapons. Actually, it's his newest weapon, which can spawn some crows here. We'll get into the game and check that out. Here's the runes in case you want to pause and read these a little bit. They did change how the rune system works. They changed how like the meta progression system works in this game, so there's whole skill trees now. I can show you. Here's the Necromancers up here, and I just leveled that up a little bit, so we have mostly stuff there. So pretty cool stuff, and I think we'll just go ahead and jump in and start checking that out. I don't know which map we want to go to. Maybe we'll just head down to the second map here. What curses do we have? Up to like curse 4? Sure, we'll do up to curse 4. That's not too bad. The Necromancer is all about summoning, as you can probably tell. On this class, he has Murder of Crows, so we're going to release a crow that flies around us, causing damage, and then our secondary one is Carrion Crows, releases wave of crows in the target direction, using random damage based on how many negative effects the enemy has. And that has Chaotic on it, which is going to apply negative effects. I'll actually turn my, where's my opacity? Graphics. Here we go. I'll turn my special effects visibility up just a little bit so that you can actually see these special effects a little better. You can still barely see them. See, there's like shadow crows. Hold on, I want to show this. I kind of want to see it myself, and I want to show it off to you guys. Might have to turn this back down in the late game. There you go. You can see it a little more now. But early on here, I like to see the new abilities and see kind of like what they're looking like. Always good to go down in a corner in this game because the enemies spawn on the walls and stuff. Why is there a big old sack of... Oh, these are the body parts. Yeah, we get to grab these body parts. You can see on the bottom of above our health bar there. If we get enough body parts, we can summon an abomination. So I want to try that out. That's like the special ability here of the Necromancer class, and I got a bunch of upgrades for it in the skill tree. So our abominations should be pretty dang strong. We need 5 pieces. I'm pretty sure, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 pieces? It kind of looks like. There's another piece right there. Looks like we just need the head now. So one more piece, and we should get like our first abomination. And that can come out and help us fight. I'm gonna look for as many, obviously like summon upgrades and summons as I can get on this class here. There we go. We should get our first abomination. Holy heck! Look at that dude going off. He does apply rot to enemies. Rot is the same thing as poison, just damage over time. Except for when an enemy dies with rot, it spreads more rot to other enemies around them. So pretty good stuff right there. Looks like we can have multiple abominations up at once. We can make it happen. So that's pretty cool. We do have some levels here though, so I'm gonna go ahead, come down here, and start spending those. I like the Banished Fire Shield because it's not something that I'm very interested in. Multicast, we can go straight for that. Chaos Golem is perfect because that's another summon right there. Touch of Ice, all your attacks may now apply slow. Well, the more negative effects we have, the more damage these dudes are gonna do, right? So I suppose we should grab that. We'll go Cast Frequency. I might reroll here because I'm gonna look for some more summons if I can get any. This is Conjuring, not Summon. Here we go, Skeletal Archers, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Bloodlust too would be really nice. I'm gonna lock, yeah, and Ally, so that'll make our summons faster too. We'd love to see stuff like that. So I'll grab that, and then we'll lock our Bloodlust there, which means the next time we actually level up, we can go ahead and immediately grab Bloodlust, because it'll still be locked on that screen. 2 more ability slots, so we're looking pretty good though. This seems like it'd be a pretty darn good build here. These crows are actually kind of going crazy. They're basically orbitals. So if you've been watching my past couple videos or the past few days, you know I've been talking about playing some more of these while I am kind of out of town here. We'll get the mages, perfect. A bunch of summons for us. All right, we're kicking butt now. We'll banish active abilities, I think, next. And that way we can just go for passive upgrades and make our stuff really strong. So we'll skip active skills, we'll get some extra health. Why not get just straight up, we'll get some poison. Damage and blood. There we go. I'll probably just start leveling a little faster. I haven't played this one in a while. I've been playing a bunch of other Bullet Heavens, but I haven't played this one as much for quite a while now. Not because it's not good. This is honestly one of the first ones that I played where the dodging was like a much more of a big mechanic, which I think after this one was made and people realized I should just bomb these bosses down. I want to get that totem killed up there, but we'll just kill these guys really quickly. I mean, that's kind of the great thing about this class is I can just kind of let my minions go crazy on these guys. I don't really need to do it myself. I would like area of effect, but I need to get some movement speed here because I'm way too slow. Ooh, here we go. So everything that we have is going to get an area modifier from that. That's perfect. We kill this totem really quickly, and then I can gun it down to this other boss here. We'll just start aiming at him because I can see his arrow right here. So yeah, we do have dodges in this game. You can see those under my character. I mean, it's like, they're good in this game. You do need to be dodging a lot when you have a higher difficulty, especially, or else you're going to get cream pied. And if you're into that, it's great, but when you're not consenting, that's not really what you want to happen. So you got to be a little careful. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff that happens on the ground, and that's why I usually turn the effects down for my own attacks, because I got kind of like confused sometimes, like, oh, is that my attack? Is that an enemy's attack? Especially in this, when I have like red summons with the crows and stuff, it can just get a little risky, so I got to be a little careful with that kind of stuff there. Just going for the higher tier upgrades for the most part, unless I see something that really stands out to me that might be lower tier. Like I said, movement speed is like something I want, so I'm gonna look for that. Looks like we have one abomination now, but look at all these body parts on the ground. I have a much higher chance for them to drop after doing the, whatchamacallit, meta progression. Yeah, I need to dodge here a few times. Trying to use my dodges semi-sparingly. Did we just kill those bosses that fast? Increased damage. Oh yeah, you guys are going crazy with it. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, they're alive. Trying to, here we go. This guy's shooting his fire beam at us. We gotta be a little careful. We'll sneak up behind him and look at his health bar just go down immediately. And this dude is over here. Hello there, sir. Mind if I murder you and maybe your family too? But just casually and also respectfully. Go ahead and keep grabbing stuff here. Well, this one's gonna come out on the 26th, I think, so I hope everybody had a good Christmas day. And hopefully I did too. I know today, though, is when I'm recording this. It's been also a pretty chill day. Just mostly hung out. The usual, answer comments, do a little recording now, and just chilling. I mean, I ordered some Uber Eats, right? You know, I was like, so let's get some freaking Wawa. You don't know if you have Wawa where you live, but we have it here, and it's basically like a gas station mixed with like convenience store, but like higher quality food. You know, like actual good stuff, like. The quesadilla is what I usually get because it's really good. But they make like good subs and stuff too. So you can order that on Uber Eats. It's usually cheaper. And I really like when I order from them because these guys will just always give me like a coupon. Every time I order from them, they're like, yo, you're awesome. Here's a coupon for cheaper food next time. And I'm like, it's like, why do more restaurants not do that? I guarantee they get so many more Uber Eats orders if they did that. If they were like, hey, thanks for ordering for us once. And there's stipulations with it too. Like, it's not even that much. It's a few bucks. And then it only lasts for a month from when you did the order. But it just seems so smart to me. But I think the thing is, I don't know, although I use Uber Eats a good amount, it's kind of like, I know it's over expensive. Like, you're paying more for the food on there than you would like in person or whatever. But it's the convenience factor. And at the same time, they're like, these companies can't all just do their own delivery stuff because it's not feasible, you know, to keep that up. That's why they use Uber Eats, but it's kind of like a pretty bad monopoly, and they can do really whatever they want. It's kind of like the same thing as like internet companies, where it's just gonna be, you know, they can fuck you in the ass as hard as they want and not wear a condom because they don't need to. Who's gonna tell them to? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what STDs they have. No one can stop them. And it's a really weird metaphor, but I think you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's like, what else am I gonna use? You know, it's like, I could try the other ones, like Postmates or something. Like, I never really even tried anything but the Uber Eats because it's like, I know it works well and I feel like it's the biggest one, so that's just kind of what I use. Maybe I should try the other ones. Maybe they have better deals and stuff, but I think they're kind of all in it together. That's what I mean. Like, even the internet companies, like the internet companies know that all of them can have terrible service and products and, you know, customer service even, because if they're all terrible, then you aren't really just going to get rid of your internet provider. And if you do, then you just go to another terrible product, and it's like, they can all be terrible together, and it gives them that excuse to be terrible. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's like, one day, one really good company is going to start making good internet for everybody, and they're going to get like all the customers, I feel like. But who knows if that would even last, because maybe they would be like some corrupt bastards and then ruin it too. We have 3 abominations going out there. Oops, I got the wrong upgrade there. Big damage increase on our skeletons. Let's keep going area. Hopefully they're getting pretty good. I'll be excited to see what our top damage is on this run. I love summon runs. If you've watched the past few episodes that I've done on, well, Deathless Die, I didn't do a summon build. I could have. Maybe in the future, if people want to see more Deathless Die, maybe I'll do some summon builds on camera. But on Nordic Ashes, I play with a summon character. and had a really fun time with that. And so I was looking like, what do I want to do for my build on Soulstone? Because I haven't played this in so long. And then I was like, you know what? What if we do a summon build? Because I have enough materials. I did a quick run so I could get enough materials. I'm gonna make sure I'm careful with there because he's throwing his chaos spikes out. Little lag spike, that's alright. To get the new weapon for the Necromancer. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. Because the Necromancer's a character that has always been kind of tough. But I mean, as you can see here, you can also do some pretty good stuff with them. Use our dodges to get down to the middle here. Do we want to go boss rush or do we want to go up here for the endless? Let's just do boss rush and we can try to fight as many bosses as possible at once. Give myself a sip of water here quick before we continue. And we'll spend our levels because I had some of those to go through. Oh good, that was a big movement speed up in all corners. Nice. Oh yeah, look at those. Oh my god, look at that wave of crows. It's insane. Yeah, that seems like some good abilities. I was looking at the weapon and I was like, oh, that's gonna be a good weapon, isn't it? And now that I'm starting to see it, I'm like, yeah, obviously it is, which is awesome. It was interesting to see this game's kind of progression as it's gone on, and I'll come back to it every now and again and play it when it gets some updates, because they've added so many weapons and so many characters, and right now it's in like its Christmas event, which you probably saw when I was on like the home screen there, and there was like a Christmas tree and presents behind me, which is really cool. They always do stuff like that, little events like that, and I always love to see that kind of stuff. And now they're releasing like new looks, which like appearance, just cosmetics for characters. And I think you need to like finish their skill tree to get the extra cosmetic unlocked. But even in their patch notes, when they're talking about it, they're like, and don't worry, we will never charge in-game stuff, you know, for Soulstone. It's like, it'll always be free cosmetics. We will never charge for stuff like that. So you only ever have to pay for the base game. And it's like, that's the way it should be, in my opinion, which I know it can be a contentious thing, but mostly it's like you don't mind paying for cosmetics when it's a free-to-play game, because that's how they make their money and stay afloat, which is done well and done bad sometimes. Like Smite, a game I really like, has always done it pretty well in my opinion. Stuff can be pretty hefty prices sometimes, but at the same time you don't need it because it's just cosmetics, and if you really want it then you can get it, so it's completely fine in my opinion. Something like the finals, which just came out, which I've been really enjoying and intend on making more content on my main channel of the game. Also, you know, free to play, but it completely floats itself up on cosmetics, and to me that's completely fine, because that's how else are you going to stay afloat. And the cosmetics in the game are pretty solid so far. They even had a really good deal when I first started playing the game that my friend pointed out to me. He was like, if you spend $10 on this pack right here, right? On the amount of in-game currency it would take to buy this pack. Then you buy the pack. It gives you enough the in-game currency back from the pack, because it's like a starter pack, to just buy the battle pass. So for $10, you get this starter pack, which had a few different gun skins and stuff, and I think some maybe cosmetics straight up for like the operator type people. And you can get the entire battle pass too. And it's like, that's a crazy good deal and a great way to do things if you want people to start playing your game and really stay playing your game, because it's like showing them how much you respect them as a player, saying, hey, there you go, buy this little pack right here. You get yourself some cool cosmetics so you can try out all the different characters and have some good visual flair on yourself while you do it, so you feel a little better, which at least for me, it makes you feel a little cooler, you know, maybe you play a little better. I don't know, maybe that's just in my own head, placebo effect or whatever, but who knows. But then you can also buy the entire premium pass with that little amount of money you spent. So it's kind of like no harm, no foul, you know? And again, it's like, if you don't want to do that, then just straight up don't. No one's going to force you to. And like that's the stuff I like to see. It's just always fun there. A lot of effects going off. There's 3 bosses staring us down now. There's a little laser in front of me here. I gotta be a little careful. We'll go ahead and level up really quick. Sometimes it can be tough to talk while I play these games, especially when I haven't played for a while, because I get a little out of practice. And it's the first gaming I've done all day. Ooh, saw blade that's gonna come back at us. We gotta be careful not to stand there. A lot of stuff on the ground, but we're fine. Get out of that effect really quick. These bosses should die here really soon. My summons are kind of stuck out in the larger area fighting all this other crap, so it's like, hey, can y'all go over here? I did get hit there a little bit, but I'm gonna use my dodges here, get out of trouble, avoid that. Maybe I can come down from this angle. Oop. There's 6 levels here. We almost have this boss dead, so I'm not too worried. We'll just critical damage Yeah, health, multicast, damage increase on the bloodlust. That's perfect. Okay, last boss should die here in just a second. So honestly, I'm gonna run up and hit this totem while he dies from doom and my minions. There we go. Just keep those off the map. Those totems shoot a bunch of missiles and stuff at us, so it makes the ground just even more clogged up. But yeah, this game's gone through many different iterations where for a while it was like you would just start getting materials and you want to unlock the few things that were in the game, which was nice if you were a starting player because you just kind of had everything. And as soon as something new came unlocked, you know, came into the game, you could just get it immediately because you had the material, you know? You had all that meta progression already done. But they've done a good job at adding new meta progression where you're still rewarded for being... What am I taking damage from there? That was an ouchie. Still rewarded from being like a veteran player. Gotta be careful there. Ouch, I'm taking some hits. I'm gonna kind of just completely back off, I think. Use my levels here. Go some more health and protections up on these golems. I need to make sure my minions can actually live as well. Because if they can't live, then they can't stick in there and do damage for me. And then that's where you can get really screwed over as the necromancer, so I gotta be careful of that. Wait till some healing crystals pop up too will be nice for us. We can take this guy out here really quick, I think. What was I talking about? Yeah, when you have been playing this game for a long time and then new things come unlocked, you know, you already have the materials you need to just go ahead and unlock the new things. And that's how it was for a while for me, but then recently it came to the point where it was like, no, there's enough new stuff now where I kind of had to start farming again to actually get some materials. And that's where I've kind of been for a little bit now, so I'll go in and kind of farm a few runs on different difficulties depending on what the material I need is. But I already have strong enough characters where farming for the higher tiers isn't too difficult. This game, I think, is one of the bullet heavens that does the balance really well of making difficulty spikes like feel like they're happening. You know, you turn the curse level up and like you will start getting your ass beat. Like you got to be on point with your dodges and stuff for the most part, or you can get pretty shredded very quickly in this game. Kind of just going in circles here. This guy's spinning at me. I'm just gonna go ahead and level really quick here. I have a laser on me as well, so it's like I don't want to get hit by that. There's a lot of stuff going on the ground here. Can I walk back up here yet? I think I can. It's a little risky, but I'm kind of like, if I just get in here for a second, I think a lot of damage will get on the field. I do have an upgrade that heals me for like 3 damage every now and again, or 1. Is it 1 health? It's like 1 to 3 health or something like that, which is a pretty good thing that I saw on the skill tree, and I was like, yeah, I think I would like that. These crows. I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn the sound effects down for you guys because I feel like these crows are getting a little annoying. They're just like, so we'll turn those down a little bit. Hopefully you can hear the music a little more too now that I did that. Hello there, laser man. I'm gonna stand on your butt cheeks here really quick and see if I can just kind of fry you to death. Okay, we stacked up some good damage on him. That would be killing faster. That's the thing with the necromancer. I feel like I've never had a necromancer run where I just felt super strong. Like I've always just felt kind of weak on necromancer. I've never been able to get a necromancer build where I've just been like, wow, this is crazy. And it's like, our damage isn't even bad, but look, the next boss is spawned and I just took out the last ones, you know? That just kind of scares me a little bit. When does this damage increase? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. We just need to know more upgrades like that. Like, see, something just smacked me there. But you can see the little heals going off of me. That's a big laser attack. It's okay. I'd love to just take this totem out really quick and then I'll march back towards the bosses and see. Because the hard thing with this build too that I'm noticing is like, it's hard to stick in there with my actual like archers and mages. Like I want to get in there with them. Again, see something just hit me. That's the thing in this game. Stuff will just hit you in the higher tiers, and that's what I mean. Like, you feel the difficulty going up sometimes to a degree that I don't really enjoy. There are definitely a few things about this game that always kind of bugged me, such as like architecture. Like you can get stuck on walls really easily and then just get bonked down, and it's like there's nothing you can do about it, it feels like. But other times it feels fair and it just kind of like feels like your fault, and it's like, oh, we weren't paying attention. But when it gets so much stuff on screen like this, it can get kind of difficult. The other thing with a necromancer is like, sure, it's good. We're getting a lot of distraction from our minions, but that's a bad thing too, because they are just getting abilities thrown at them, you know, ranged abilities and whatever else, and those can just hit us sometimes because we don't know they're coming because we didn't have the targeter on us because it was on some random minion, and then boop, it flies and hits you in the face, you know, and it's like, oh great, now I'm getting punished because my fucking minion was standing in a stupid ass spot, and it's like, that's never fun for anybody, is it? One more boss here. See if I can, oh, ooh, had pretty good dodges. I still got hit there, but you full heal once you go to the next stage, so I'm not too worried about that. Can I like build another abomination? And I'm sure they don't carry over. We'll go ahead and try for one more loop around here. If we can actually do it, we'll see. 24 minutes on this run, so I don't want to go too much longer than that anyways, but if I can go a little farther, then it'd be pretty cool. Get you guys a good video here. Yeah, so I always like this game. Actually, we'll turn the opacity down just a little bit back to around where I had it now. Now that we're getting later in, because I'm going to need it if I want to be able to actually, like, you know, see? But I always like this Bull Heaven. This is the one I played for probably, well, I don't think I've put the most time in this. Let me see. Oh, that didn't pause. I couldn't see. I want to see how much time I have put into this overall. I'm not quite sure. I have, most of my bullet heavens are anywhere between like 10 and 30 hours, you know, it's like not much, but spread across them, you know, it's a good amount of time. I'll usually get on a bullet heaven, the one that I'm usually like infatuated with in that day, in that month, whatever it may be, and I'll play it for like 2 to 4 runs, you know, depending on how much I'm feeling like playing at that point in time. And then just, that's kind of like my normal loop. We're farming through these enemies pretty quick here. Got our first abomination, he'll go up. The big old area they have is pretty nice. Looks like Chaos Golems has some pretty good area right now. We'll turn their damage up some more. Oh, ooh, 3, okay. Our golems just got really, really strong. You'll love to see it. We can go kill this totem really quick. But yeah, this one always tickled my fancy. I always thought it was a really good one. The graphics are fun. Hello there. I think I can bomb you down really quick, Chaos Bringer or Iceman. Really anybody. I could just like get a boss dead really quick. There we go. Yeah, that'll create some room for us. There we go, that's the second one down. I saw that my Chaos Golems were beating up Ice Boy, so I figured that would be the best guy that I could just try to focus my own damage, because they're so strong after we just got all those damage upgrades for them and quantity upgrades, so I was like, I'm just gonna back them up. I'm gonna keep leveling this up. You're like, why not just level up your straight up damage? Well, this levels up cast frequency and movement speed and stuff, so it's kind of just, I do that and then kind of just go crazy with the minions. That's the other thing. You don't need to have like super tanky minions if you can just have crazy cast frequency, because then you can just respawn your minions a lot. I like the UI upgrades they've made too. You can see at the bottom of the screen above my minions how many I have alive of each. So we have 1 abomination, 5 archers, 4 mages, and 6 golems. Can't really see how many crows I have, but maybe that's like more of a set amount. I'm not really sure. It's tough to tell. It's probably affected by multicast and cast frequency quite a bit, so I bet actually each time you probably hear one of these crows going caw here is probably another one getting spawned, if I had to guess. So yeah, I'd say we probably have a lot around us. I mean, you can kind of see them around me. It's easier for you to look at them than me, because obviously I'm trying to keep my eyes on my character. This is another one too where you just actually like aim with the mouse, which is fine. It's like a good switch up sometimes to actually play one where you do need to aim with the mouse. Can't really stick in there like I want to and fight those guys. Damage increase all 3 of those, attack speed, and get their protections up a little bit, even though I said I don't really need protections on them. But if I can get it, then I guess why not? They can just stick in there. Hello, Poison Boy. Do you mind if I like kill you really quick just so I can get a boss off the screen? Okay, well if you want to die. He did, okay. Wanting to die, you know, kind of relatable. That guy is kind of bogging, not gonna lie. Bro is definitely Gen Z. But you know, like some of the dumbest shit I've been hearing lately is, it's like the skibbity toilet stuff, which is not like super recent, but this is gonna be a weird tangent, so just hold on. But everyone's like, it's the first Gen Alpha meme, and it's like, no, it's literally not. Gen Alpha is like 2-year-olds. It's still a Gen Z meme, which None of it really matters anyways, but it's just such a weird thing to me. Like a Gen Z dude made the meme up. A 2-year-old didn't, it wasn't just like, skibbity toilet one day, and his mom was like, oh, that's fucking genius, put it on YouTube. Like, no, that's not what happened. It's just so funny to me. It's just like, none of this matters anyways. It's really funny seeing certain generations who get like really defensive about their generations though, because they're like, we were the best, and we did this, and we did that. It's like, yeah, I think most of them suck, to be honest with you, but, you know, I'm sure you tried your best. I'm sure the everyman probably wasn't too bad, but like, they're the people in charge. Didn't do the best jobs. But yeah. Oh my god, we crushed those bosses. If I hear one more person say Skibbity Toilet is the first Gen Alpha meme, I might actually give him a fucking wedgie. Because that is just like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And I mean, Skibbity Toilet on the meme scale, I'd give it like a 7, you know? It's got lore to it, it's funny, it's unique for sure. So I mean, but I mean, it's literally like old SFM, that's what it was called, I think. You know, like made in Gary's mod type shit. Like, that's what it is. And we've seen that shit for so long. So it's just funny where it's like, people maybe didn't watch those animations or whatever when they were kids on YouTube. And so they didn't like know about them maybe. And now they're seeing it with like Skibbity Toilet and they're just like, oh yeah, wow, look at this new meme format. They got like a whole story going on. It's like, yeah, they do. It's also happened for a really long time. Like, it's not like it's not original, but it's not the newest thing in the world, as if it's like never been seen of this type before. Like, it's this stuff's been around. Memes in this format have been around, but I suppose something being new to a person is almost the same thing as it being new to everyone. I mean, if it's just new to you, then it's new, right? No matter how long it's existed. If it's your first time having a fucking Subway sub, then first of all, I'm sorry for you that you have to have a Subway sub, but, you know, it's new to you, so you're like, oh, wow, this new product. It's like, no, you know, Subway's existed for a long time. You ever heard of Jared? I'm sorry if you haven't, and I'm sorry that you just had. But, like, it's been around, brother. It's made the rounds, so. But if it's your first time hearing about it, having it, then I guess there you go. It was new to you. Did take some damage there, but that's alright. I kind of got a little aggressive. Just trying to get in there and kill those bosses because I didn't want the bosses to start overlapping. That's the thing, if you see like this, if I was waited any longer than I did to kill those guys, then these guys would have spawned on top of them and would have had like way too many bosses to go. This should be the last wave of bosses, and holy hell, we're getting some lag here. This game, I mean, they're always trying to optimize it more, right? But sometimes it can be a little stuttery. Which is not always fun to deal with. Whoop. But me recording, I'm sure, is having a bit to do with that as well. But even when I'm not, it can still be a little goofy. Well, this is going to be the end of the run here once we can clap these guys up. And after this, I'm going to go play a different one. I might play some like Bone Razors or something I haven't done in a while. Been enjoying revisiting these old ones. I think I might actually do Nomad Survivors next, which is maybe one of my favorite bullet heavens. Is one of the earlier ones that I was like, this is actually bugging, and I was like, this is where the genre's taken off. But yeah, let's see, we'll put our levels in here really quick. We'll go ahead and finish that run off. I mean, that was pretty dang good. I could have gone further. I think I could have survived a few more levels, but we got some good materials here. You can see 281 million damage from archers. Yeah, I guess they were level 24. You were level 27 though, and you were only 70 mil. Interesting. The Murder of Crows and Carrion Crows, I really wanted them to be better, but they really weren't that crazy. Huh. Well, we got a victory on the Caves of Daljong, my old buddy from high school, so that's pretty good stuff right there. No new best or anything, I don't think, but still a fun run right there. If you did enjoy it, leave me a like or subscribe. I very much appreciate that. If you want to go back and watch the past 2 days on my Nordic Ashes or my Death Must Die videos that I did, go ahead, give those a watch. They were very fun, and I was just kind of chilling out, playing them like I did this one, and make sure you are subscribed so you can see tomorrow's video when I do another Bullet Heaven. But all that said, I hope you guys had a great Christmas and a great New Year's coming up here. That is it for me today, so as always, have a great day.